Hello and welcome back to another edition of Trogly's Guitars. Today we have a really cool Les Paul. This is a Heritage Series Standard 80. This was one of Gibson's first main attempts at reissuing the 59 burst here. It was just an attempt. Throughout the years they got a little bit closer, but let's take a look here real quick. As you can see, it's got the Gibson logo there with the Heritage Series Standard 80. There were two models in the Heritage Series. There was the Standard 80 and the Elite. The Elite had an ebony fretboard while the Standard had the rosewood here. So that's the difference between those two models. There is some light fret wear on this one, but nothing that's hindering its playing performance. I just oiled the fretboard on this one, so it's looking mighty nice. Now this one, you could basically call it a plain top. However, there is some flame in it. But mainly it's just this gorgeous wood grain. Fortunately, we don't really have any natural sunlight right now, so I'm going to have to use a flashlight to kind of show you the flame here. This is basically a top you really have to see in person. It really comes to life. Maybe turn the brightness down here. There we go. Now you can see how it moves. Definitely a very vintage correct top here. The knobs here have been changed. It originally came with like a golden amber top hat. However, these are also vintage. They either came from a custom, but they almost look like the ones that came on 52 Les Pauls, because they're a little bit taller than a usual speed knob. So there is a possibility those could be 50s vintage. They do blacklight rather green. You got a few nicks and dings around this guitar, as well as some light buckle rash here. See if we can make it show up there. Nothing too bad though. Now in the 80s, Gibson wasn't very good with their wood grain filler, so that's kind of what causes this whiteness. Looks much worse in the camera than it actually is though. You'll really notice that up here on the headstock. They didn't do a very good job then. But hey, that's the 80s for you. A lot of my Spotlight specials had that same issue. Now this is actually a 3-piece mahogany neck, which I had personally never seen before. And then once I saw this one, I saw a bunch of other ones that had it, so it's just something new. This is a 1981 model, made on the 7th day of the year, 48th in production. Now these tuners are replacements. I prefer Kluson tuners, and in this time frame they were using the double ringed one, so it does look correct for 80s. And the limited edition serial number 1475 or 76. And you got a little bit of a ding up there, but overall, very cool guitar. It's definitely one you gotta play to fully appreciate and see it in natural sunlight, but that'll do for now. As always, please check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/Troglys, Trogoys. That's a place where you can throw me an offer on this guitar, and hopefully we can make a deal. Thank you. Bye.